Hello everyone, welcome to UPSC Explainer 101. Today, we'll explore Ruling the Countryside from Class 8 NCERT History Chapter 3. Let's dive in. Explain the two main systems of indigo cultivation in India during the British rule. Answer: Nij system, planters directly controlled lands, used hired labor for cultivation. Ryoti system, ryots, peasants, forced to cultivate indigo, received cash advances at low interest rates. Describe the circumstances leading to the Blue Rebellion of 1859 and its aftermath. Answer: Ryoti oppression. Riots faced low prices, perpetual debt cycles. 1859 Revolt. Riots refused to grow indigo. Support, felt back by local zamindars and British government. Indigo Commission, criticized planters and recognized riots' hardships. How did the British aim to modify traditional agricultural practices in India for their benefit? Answer: crop focus, introduced cash crops like indigo, jute, tea, economic manipulation, used advances, contracts, and oppressive methods. Goal: served British industrial needs over Indian interests. Analyze the impact of the permanent settlement on Indian agriculture and the rural economy. Answer: zamindari role, recognized as landowners and middlemen. Revenue impact: fixed revenue often too high, agricultural stagnation, zamindars didn't invest in land improvement, peasant distress, high rents and economic hardships. Elaborate on how the East India Company's shift from being a trading entity to a territorial power affected the economic and political landscape of India. Answer: British paramountcy, established British dominance in India. Economic shift, monopolized trade, controlled revenue. Political impact, reduced local rulers to puppets. Describe the implications of the Ryoti system on the socio-economic conditions of the riots. Answer: economic challenges, high debts due to low advance rates, price issues, couldn't repay debts due to unfair produce prices. Societal impact, loss of agricultural freedom, harsh treatments. Why did indigo cultivation find prominence during the British rule? Answer: European demand, high demand for indigo as a dye. British interests, aim to benefit from indigo trade. Agrarian impact, prioritized indigo over food crops. How did the European demand for specific agricultural products influence the cropping patterns in India? Answer: cash crop focus, introduction of crops like cotton, jute, tea, shift in patterns, traditional focus on food grains was altered, export-oriented agriculture, Indian agriculture catered to European markets. What were the consequences of the permanent settlement on the relationship between the zamindars and the peasantry? Answer: zamindar position, established as landowners, high rents, extracted high rents to meet revenue demands. Peasant hardships, led to rural impoverishment and frequent unrest. Prelims MCQs. The Diwani rights granted to the East India Company in 1765 allowed them to a. trade freely without any restrictions in Bengal, b. become the chief military power in Bengal, c. become the chief financial administrator of Bengal, d. declare Bengal as a British colony. Answer: c. become the chief financial administrator of Bengal. Under which system of indigo cultivation did planters directly control the lands for production? A. Ryoti system, b. permanent settlement, c. Nij system, d. blue system. Answer: c. Nij system. Which system forced peasants to cultivate indigo by giving them cash advances? A. zamindari system, b. Nij system, c. Ryoti system, d. Diwani system. Answer: c. Ryoti system. The Blue Rebellion of 1859 was a result of a. the introduction of the permanent settlement, b. the oppressive practices of indigo planters, c. the abolition of the zamindari system, d. the decline of the Mughal Empire. Answer: b. the oppressive practices of indigo planters. The permanent settlement recognized which group as the primary landowners responsible for collecting rent from peasants? A. British traders, b. village panchayats, c. rajas and talukdars, d. riots. Answer: c. Rajas and talukdars. What was the primary objective of the British in modifying traditional agricultural practices in India? A. to promote local Indian industries, b. to serve the demands of British industry, c. to encourage organic farming, d. to reduce the power of zamindars. Answer: b. to serve the demands of British industry. The revenue demand set by the permanent settlement was a. variable based on annual production, b. set low to promote agricultural growth, c. fixed permanently regardless of production, d. decided by the local zamindars. Answer: c. fixed permanently regardless of production. The shift of the East India Company from a trading entity to a territorial power was symbolized by a. the acquisition of Diwani rights, b. the establishment of the permanent settlement, c. the beginning of opium trade, d. the annexation of princely states. Answer: a. the acquisition of Diwani rights. Which crop was promoted by the British due to its demand in Europe as a dye? A. Cotton. B. Wheat. C. Sugarcane. D. Indigo. Answer: D. Indigo. In which region did the East India Company acquire Diwani rights in 1765? A. Punjab. B. Madras. C. Bengal. D. Bombay. Answer: C. Bengal. The Blue Rebellion of 1859 took place primarily in which region? A. Bihar. B. Kerala. C. Gujarat. D. Bengal. Answer: D. Bengal. After the Blue Rebellion and the subsequent findings of the Indigo Commission, indigo cultivation shifted predominantly to which region? A. Kerala. B. Bengal. C. Gujarat. D. Bihar. Answer: D. Bihar. How did the Ryoti system primarily affect the socio-economic condition of the ryots? A. It led to an increase in their agricultural autonomy. B. It provided them with higher profits due to increased demand for indigo. C. It trapped them in a cycle of debt with high advances and low prices. D. It enabled them to diversify their agricultural produce. Answer: C. It trapped them in a cycle of debt with high advances and low prices. Considering the Blue Rebellion of 1859, what was a significant factor that empowered the riots to revolt? A. The high demand for indigo in European markets. B. The support they perceived from local zamindars and village headmen. C. The decline of the East India Company's power in Bengal. D. The introduction of the Nij system of cultivation. Answer: B. The support they perceived from local zamindars and village headmen. Which of the following statements best captures the implications of the permanent settlement system on the Indian agrarian landscape? A. It led to an increase in agricultural productivity and innovation. B. It prioritized the cultivation of food crops over cash crops. C. It resulted in the loss of many zamindari lands due to high revenue demands. D. It strengthened the economic position of the peasantry. Answer: C. It resulted in the loss of many zamindari lands due to high revenue demands. Based on the British push for cash crops like indigo and cotton, what was a long-term consequence for the Indian agriculture sector? A. A boost in local food security and sustainability. B. A shift towards a more export-oriented agriculture, often at the cost of local food security. C. An increase in the overall profitability for Indian farmers. D. A reduced dependency on European markets. Answer: B. A shift towards a more export-oriented agriculture, often at the cost of local food security. Given the British emphasis on the cultivation of specific crops for European markets, how did this impact India's local industries? A. It led to a surge in local industrial growth due to increased raw materials. B. It caused a decline in traditional crafts and local industries. C. It fostered collaboration between Indian and European industries. D. It had minimal impact as India's local industries were largely self-sufficient. Answer: B. It caused a decline in traditional crafts and local industries. What was a significant outcome of the Blue Rebellion of 1859 in the context of indigo cultivation? A. The increased popularity of the Nij system over the Ryoti system. B. The complete eradication of indigo cultivation from Bengal. C. The setting up of the Indigo Commission which criticized the planters. D. The establishment of new trade treaties with European nations. Answer: C. The setting up of the Indigo Commission which criticized the planters. Considering the permanent settlement system, which of the following best describes its impact on zamindars? A. It reduced their responsibilities and made them mere figureheads. B. It allowed them to set their own revenue rates for peasants. C. It increased their landholdings due to increased profits. D. It solidified their position as intermediaries between the British and the peasantry. Answer: D. It solidified their position as intermediaries between the British and the peasantry. Thanks for watching.